Hi, my name is Mariana and I'm super happy you found my channel. In this video I'm gonna make 3 different Christmas ornament designs. You can comment which one is your favorite and remember to subscribe my channel and like the video. That is very much appreciated. But let's start. Roll the clay out to about 7 millimeters thick. For these ornaments you will need snowflake stamps to press patterns into the clay. And you can see some stamp lines. You can smooth them out a bit and then cut around with a star-shaped cutter. I filled the whole clay sheet with snowflake designs and then removed the extra clay from around them. Next, make a hanger for the ribbon using thin wire. Wrap the wire around a pencil, for example, or something thin and smooth, and then twist the ends together while the pencil is still in place. Cut the wire with cutters that can handle metal wire. And then bend the wire ends a bit, and then you can attach the wire piece to your clay ornament and it should stay there pretty well. Then let the clay ornaments dry completely for a couple of days, and when they're fully dry you can sand the surface with fine sandpaper if you want a smoother finish. I used even 1000 grit sandpaper, which makes it super smooth. Remember to wear a mask, this part can be dusty. Finally, wipe off all the dust carefully. I didn't use any varnish for these because I really like the matte finish. Now just add a satin ribbon for hanging. Cut a piece of ribbon. Take enough a long piece so you can make a knot. And then thread the satin ribbon through the wire loop and tie a small knot. Trim the ends neatly and use a lighter to seal the ribbon edges so they don't fray. But be very careful when you do this, please. And that's it. Your snowflake ornaments are ready. Take a handful of clay and warm it up and roll the clay out to about 7 millimeters thick. You will need paint and some cones to make nice texture on the clay. Press the pine with the rolling pin on the clay and you will have this kind of nice texture on it. Then use a round cutter to cut out circle shapes. Next, make a hanger for the ribbon using thin wire. Wrap the wire around a pencil, for example, and then twist the ends together while the pencil is still in. Cut the wire with cutters that can handle metal wire. And then bend the wire end a bit, and then you can attach the wire piece to your clay ornament. Let the clay pieces dry completely for a couple of days, and when they're dry, you can sand the edges smooth with fine sandpaper if you want. Remember to wear a mask, this part can be dusty. And then wipe off the dust after sanding. Paint the pine and cone textures with green and brown acrylic paint. I used a lot of water with the acrylic paint that I got the paint nicely in those pressed texture. And then you can wipe a little bit of the acrylic paint from the surface that you get the texture. Let the paint dry at least 24 hours, and then you can seal the pieces with a clear varnish. Add a satin ribbon to hang it on the tree. Cut a piece of ribbon, thread it through the metal loop and tie a knot. And take enough long piece of the satin ribbon that you can make the knot. And there's room to make the knot. And use a lighter to seal the ribbon edges so they don't fray, but be very careful when you do this. Roll the clay out to about 7 millimeters thick. And for these decorations you'll need letter stamps to press your text into the clay. Press nice holiday messages into the clay with the stamps. Use a heart-shaped cutter to cut out the pieces. Make a wire loop for the ribbon the same way as before. Wrap wire around a pen, for example. Wrap the wire around and then twist the ends together while the pencil is still in place. Cut the wire with cutters and then bend the wire ends a bit, and then you can attach the wire piece to your clay ornament. Let the ornaments dry completely for a couple of days. Sand the ornament smooth with fine sandpaper if you like. When you're ready, wipe off the dust. Then I painted the heart with red acrylic paint, and I let the paint dry for about 24 hours at least. And then you can seal the ornament with a clear varnish. Thread a satin ribbon through the metal loop and tie a knot. trim the ribbon ends nicely and carefully melt the ends with a lighter to stop fraying. And again, be very careful with the lighter. And that's about it, ready to hang on the tree.